point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now Allen again. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field, and have got him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Rolling to his right, and he fires one, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mike Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
And this will be caught at the 30. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Winston. And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Winston. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen flushed out right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, Allen. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
is brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. A second down throw for Winston. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points. Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. Now Allen. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over. Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Robinson again, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal. Patterson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3. He did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Winston now. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet. You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
On third down, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. There he goes, right side. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. On 1st and 10, Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now.
Throwing, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Nico Collins,
36 yards.
And the Jags are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Here's Allen. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it.
That is caught by Mims.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down throw for Winston. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Jameis again.
Throw left side, taken in by Mims.
Touchdown.
Denzel Mims.
27 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And this one's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Winston's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Isaac Yiadom picks it, and the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Jameis now on 1st down. Able to connect with Mims. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Again, it's Winston. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Nico Collins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Mike Evans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Here we go. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Norstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Winston's throw on target to Godwin here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Winston now to throw on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Nico Collins, 46 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there. Without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. On first down, Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Mike Evans, 37 yards. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. He's got a man complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Winston now from the 50. He'll air this one out for Mims. It's caught at the 10. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last shot now for Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game